Now we are going to discuss about the human circulatory system. In previous video lecture, we have discussed about the circulatory pathway, about the different types of circulatory system, types of circulation and types of heart. And in this video lecture, we will particularly proceed towards the human circulatory system. So our main topic is human circulatory system, which is also known as the human circulatory system is also known as blood vascular system. Blood vascular system. The other name of the blood circulatory system of human. So our human circulatory system is also known as blood vascular system. So why it is called blood vascular system? Because there is vasculation or circulation of blood take place in the circulatory system. So we will discuss some basic information about this system along with the information of one first component, that is the heart. So first let us know about the different components of the human circulatory system or blood vascular system. So here there are three components of human circulatory system or blood vascular system. The first component is known as the heart, and heart is a muscular chambered structure in human body or in our body that create the pump for the circulatory system, or that is the pumping organ for the circulatory system. The second component is the blood vessels, and blood vessels are the thin pipe which make the closed network inside our body or inside the human's body, and in that closed network of blood vessels, network of closed branching, in that network of closed branching, the body fluid becomes circulated throughout the life, and that circulation or the force applied for that circulation is taken by the heart. And the third component is the blood, and blood is the fluid which is circulated inside the network of closed branching along with the heart, along with the chamber of heart, because the chamber of heart pump this blood or create a force or create a pressure for the blood to become circulate in our body. Now let us know about the first component of the blood vascular system or human circulatory system in detail. One by one we will discuss in detail about these three components. So first let us know about the heart. So heart is mesodermal in origin. It means the three germ layers there are ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So the origin of heart is endodermal origin. Means endodermal layer are able to produce the heart of our body. Then we discuss about the position. So heart remains in between the two lungs of thoracic cavity, inside the thoracic cavity or chest cavity. Between the two lungs, the heart is situated, and it is slightly tilted towards the left. It means the apex of heart is slightly tilted towards the left side. So this is the region that heart, it is saying that the position of heart is on left side of our chest. Now the next, for the size of heart. So the size of heart is a clenched fist. It is similar to a clenched fist. If we make a clenched of our fist, so this is the shape of our or size of our heart. And the weight of the heart is vary from male to female. If we observe the weight of heart. So in male it is about 280 to 330 gram, while in female it is some less in weight, about 230 to 280 gram. So in female the weight of heart is slightly less in comparison to the male. Now about the protection. So protection of heart taken place by the help of a protective membrane, and that membrane is known as pericardium, and pericardium is of two types. There are two pericardium. The outer one is known as parietal, while inner membrane is known as visceral pericardium. So parietal and visceral together make the pericardium of the heart, or the protective membrane of the heart, and in between these membrane there is a fluid, or there is a cavity which is known as pericardial cavity, and this pericardial cavity filled with the fluid which is known as pericardial fluid. So pericardium along with the pericardial fluid protect the heart from the external shock and injury. It absorbs the external shock as well as the pericardial fluid also do a special function for lubrication. Lubricant. It is a special type of lubricant for the heart. So this is about the protection of heart. Now the chambers. How many chambers, or what are the chambers of the heart? So in human body the heart consists of four chambers, complete four chambers are present in our heart. So what are the four chambers of the heart? So here there are two kinds of chambers. The first one is the atria and the second one is the ventricle. So there are two atria, two relatively small upper chamber of the heart. Means there are four chambers in our heart. So in that, or out of four chambers of heart, the upper two relatively small chamber of heart is known as atria in plural, or in singularly it is known as atrium. So these are the two upper chambers which are relatively small in size, and they are found upper in position in the heart. Now the second is the ventricle. So there are two ventricles also present. So 2 and 2 make the four chamber of heart. So ventricles are two large lower chamber. It means in our heart two upper and two lower chamber together make the four complete chamber of heart. And next then we will discuss about the septum. So how these chambers, or these four chambers, how they remain separated, and that separation take place with the help of septum. So septum is to separate chambers of heart. Separate chambers. The heart chambers remain separated with the help of the muscular wall, and that muscular wall is known as either muscular wall or fibrous wall. These walls are known as septum. So what are the different types of septums? So on the basis of related chamber, we can differentiate the septums into three categories. The first category is interauricular septum. So as the name interauricular septum, it separate the auricles. It means the upper two chambers which are known as auricle or atrium. These atriums remain separated with the help of a thin muscular tissue, and that thin muscular tissue is known as interauricular septum, that separate the two auricle, left and right auricle. Now the second is the interventricular septum. So same as the auricles remain separated by a muscular wall, the ventricle also remains separated with the help of a septum which is known as interventricular septum, and that septum separate the ventricles. The two ventricles, left ventricle and right ventricles, are remain separated with the help of a thick muscular tissue, and that thick muscular tissue is known as interventricular septum. Now the third is the atrioventricular septum. So as the atrium and ventricle need to become separate, the auricle and ventricle, or in between the atrium and ventricle, there is also a separation membrane is present, and that separation membrane is known as atrioventricular septum, and that atrioventricular septum separate auricle with ventricle. So auricle and ventricle remain separated with the help of a septum which is known as atrioventricular septum, and this septum is made up of thick fibrous tissue. So these are the three kinds of septum which are present in our heart, and septum ensure the separation of different chamber of our heart. Next is the valves. So the opening of one chamber into the another chamber, as well as the chamber of heart into the artery, is regulated by the help of a muscular flap structure, and that muscular flap structure is known as valve. These are the muscular flap structure. So how many number of flaps are found in different kinds of valve, or the valves can be on that basis the valves can be divided into three categories. So first is the tricuspid valve. So as the name tricuspid, it means in this kind of valve there are three flap structure or flap muscular structure, and that flap structure is known as cuspids or cusps. So there are, due to presence of three cusps or three valve, it is known as tricuspid valve, and tricuspid valve is present in between the right atrium and right ventricle. It means right atrium opens into the right ventricle through an opening, and that opening is known as atrioventricular septum, and at the septum the opening is guarded by the tricuspid valve. And the second is bicuspid valve, or it is also known as mitral valve. So as the name bicuspid means, it consists of, there are two valve or two muscular flap structure. So this bicuspid valve is present between our left atrium and left ventricle, or between the at the opening of left atrium into the left ventricle. That opening is guarded by bicuspid or mitral valve. The third is semilunar valve. So the as the atrium open into ventricle, again ventricle not open backward to the auricle, but ventricle always open into the forward direction to proceed its circulation into the artery. So that arteries are the pulmonary artery and the aorta. As we will discuss later that the right ventricle open into the pulmonary artery to send the blood to our lungs, while the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery for the lungs, while the left ventricle pump the blood into the aorta throughout the body. So pulmonary artery and aorta are at the opening of pulmonary artery and aorta from right lung and left lung respectively. The valve are present which are known as semilunar valve. So these valve, what are the role of these valve? So these valve ensure the backward flow or ensure the flow of blood only in one direction, only in a single direction. It means they prevent the backward flow of blood in our heart, as well as these are also found in. We will also discuss the valve in the case of the blood vessels. Some blood vessels also consist of valve to prevent the backward flow of blood. So one of the major function is to prevent the backward flow of blood, or in other words we can say that to allow the flow of blood in only a single direction. So this is some simple information or general information about the heart. In next video lecture we will discuss about the structure of the heart with the help of a diagram.